Hey guys, Tina here and welcome to another video. This time around I will be filming a non-spoilery review of Truthwitch, and I'm also going to briefly touch on Windwitch, but I'm not going to go too deeply into this one because it's book 2 and whatever I'm going to say it's potentially spoilery, so I'm going to mainly focus, as I mentioned, on Truthwitch. Now these two books are parts of the Witchland series by Dennard. There's going to be 4 books in all altogether, I think, and these 2 are out, and next year we get Bloodwitch, and after that we have to wait yet another year for the last one. But in book 1 we get to meet Safi and Isolde. They are young witches, they're best friends, and they are thread sisters, which means that they're really close, very tight-knit relationship. They're basically each other's family, and they have a habit of getting into trouble, which is how we meet them in book 1. They clash with a guild master and his bodyguards, and they barely get away. And, you know, that would not be problematic if not for the fact that one of his bodyguards was a blood witch. And once a blood witch gets the scent of your blood, he's basically able to track you wherever you go. You're not safe anywhere. And because Safi was hurt, he got her scent, and now the girls have to go on a run. And the reason for that is the fact that Safi is a truth witch, and those are very rare and have this great ability of telling whether or not a person is lying or telling the truth. And if the truth of her witchery came out, what she can do, a lot of people would want her in their possession to basically use her for her power, and that's why they decide to go on a run. And that happens, and a lot of adventure and danger and mystery and a bit of romance happens after that, and it's a really fantastic, adventurous story. I love the world that Dennard created. It's very inclusive. There's a lot of different cultures, different cities that are really fantastic. A lot of different characters regarding race and sexuality, and everything just fits together really nicely, and I enjoyed reading all about it. There's this great magic, various types of witcheries that sort of fit into larger categories such as void witches and elemental witches, and smaller ones such as air witches that can control all the air, or just wind witches that can only control the wind naturally. So that is very diverse. There's also different elements of magic in the world, such as origin wells. These wells used to be able to heal people. Even if you were almost dead, they would heal you, but as of late these wells are not really working, and connected to these wells is this so-called caravan couple of witches, which is a mythical couple, or at least they're considered a myth right now, and they're like Lightbringer and Shadow Ender, and they're sort of the opposites working together. And there used to be, or there are still, caravan monks that used to protect this couple, but as I said, this couple is considered a myth mostly, and the only people that still believe in it are the caravan monks. So there's a lot of mystery in this world. Also, all these countries that this world is created of are at war. Basically, they signed this peace treaty. So for the last 20 years, they have been at peace. But now that's coming to an end, and there's this group trying to prolong the peace, as well as a faction that's trying to start trouble again. And we will see how that will work out. Right now, it's not looking all that great. But the one thing that I really love about these books is actually the characters. They're so very human, so very well fleshed out. All have these various doubts, things they're trying to deal with. They act confident, but they're full of doubts. They're learning that what they know, it's not necessarily the truth, and they're trying to figure things out. There's also a lot of mystery in their backgrounds that we are sort of trying to figure out, but we only get tidbits here and there, and it's all very interesting and mysterious, and I just love them. And there's so much character development, and I really enjoy that, especially in book 2, which is Windwitch. We get to see them grow up so much, and I just really love that. There's also some things happen to them, and I'm slightly worried for some of their fates, what's gonna happen to them, and what, you know, things that happen to them, how will they impact them in the future. I'm slightly worried about that. We also get to meet a lot of new characters in Windwitch, which I also really enjoyed because I didn't think that I was gonna like them based on what we knew about them before, but Dennard does a really good job of making me like her characters, and as I already mentioned, I think that's the best part about these books. Now, Windwitch, plot-wise, maybe we didn't move a lot further from Truthwitch, but as I said, it's mostly, I think, focused on character development and just fleshing the world out a bit more. There's still a lot of mystery surrounding the group that works in the background to cause all these problems. We get to learn more about that, but we're still a lot in the dark, I would say. Just, yeah. So honestly, I love these books. They're fantastic, and I cannot wait for the next book to come out. But yes, that's basically all I want to say without making this video too long. I hope you decide to pick them up if you haven't yet. It's a great young adult fantasy series so far, and I really enjoy it. And yes, let me know down in the comments how you feel about these books, if you have read them or if you plan to read them. I'm interested in that. But yes, thank you for watching this video, and see you in my next one. Bye!